Hello and welcome to OBN English News Edition with me, Azim Magarsa. The House of People's Representatives in its regular session approved a $280 million loan agreement signed with the International Development Association. Fkadu Brahanu has a story.
The fifth work year third regular meeting of the House People's Representatives has been held. At the regular meeting, the Council has reviewed a draft proclamation to improve the insurance work. Coordinator of Revenue, Budget and Finance Standing Committee with the House of People's Representatives, Nafakush Desse, announced that the proclamation would allow Ethiopian-born citizens to invest in the sector by removing the legal ban on participating in insurance. The House voted unanimously after consulting on a draft bill to amend the insurance work. The Council then reviewed the Revenue, Budget and Finance Standing Committee's report on the draft proclamation to improve the small finance work. The draft proclamation would lift the legal ban on Ethiopian-born citizens from participating in the microfinance sector, and it would be able to solve operational problems by shortening some of the provisions of the proclamation that were difficult to implement. Members of the Council have also raised questions and comments on the significance of the proclamation and ways of control. The ban has been answered to play a major role in tackling illegal money laundering. The Council, after a discussion of a draft bill to amend the small finance work proclamation with the committee, has approved it by majority vote. The €85 million loan agreement signed with French Development Agency aimed at promoting private sector engagement, competitiveness and good governance, as well as strengthening accountability, was also approved by a majority vote. The House also approved the $170 million and $94 million with Korea Export-Import Bank to be used for the expansion of power transition in the south and the second national water supply and sanitation and hygiene respectively. Similarly, the House endorsed the $20 million and $22 million loan agreement signed with the Arab Bank and OPEC Fund for International Development for the Dilla Bule Harawacho Road project. Moreover, the $280 million loan agreement signed with International Development Agency for improving the living standards of pastoralists in 100 districts of the country's 6 regions was approved unanimously.
Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee with the House of People's Representatives has evaluated quarter-year work performance of various agencies. Addis Azafa explains.
The House of People's Representative Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee, Citizenship and Immigration Vital Events Registration Agency carried out a quarter-lapse performance evaluation of this fiscal year. Immigration Citizenship Vital Events Registration Agency has presented its performance to the Standing Committee. On the report, the agency has disclosed that shortage of passport is becoming a challenge in serving those who are in need of it. These days, some people take passport without waiting the due date, forced to spend months and so to get passport, though it should be granted for everyone equally for being a citizen of the country. The complaints that come from the people is putting pressure on the government, it was noted. Head of Foreign Affairs Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee, Tasfaye Daba, said that there is a maladministration, especially corruption, is highly witnessed in granting passport for citizens, adding that the head has urged the government to begin in stopping those bad deeds.
Passport asetat ከኬላዎች ጋር እና ከመሳሰሉት ለሙስናይ በር የሚከፍቱ አካባቢዎች ላይ
Regarding maladministration that has been seen in passport granting stations and other areas, serious measure should be taken to overcome the bad deeds. The INSAS and passport supplying companies' bid relationship should be investigated, it was said. Immigration Citizenship's Vital Event Registration Chief Director Mujib Jamal noted that the design of Ethiopian passport in the hand of the passport supplier. It was highlighted that Ethiopia has been working with Overtour passport supplier of France. Under the deal made between INSA and the Overtour supplier, the company has been providing the passport based on the agreement made. However, in the year 2018-19, the company has been supplying below what is expected. By this Ethiopian fiscal year, only 200,000 passports are supplied, and the agency is forced to give only for those who need it desperately.
ዝም ብለን ከለቀቅነው አንድ ወር አቆየንም ስለዚህ መስፈርት አስቀምጠን ያንን መስፈርት ለሚያሟላ
If we just grant the 200,000 passport we have at hand once, we will run out of it in a single month. So that we've designed a rule and a regulation to give passports. The preliminaries are people who go abroad for medical care, for those who have visa card and who live abroad. Mujib added that some people are coming up with wrong credential and try to mischief through corruption. The director further noted that since it takes time to have a new design and declare a new bid, it's better to work with our usual client.
Finfinne-based diplomatic corps were briefed on the philosophy of synergy, Maddamer. According to the Office of the Prime Minister, Maddamer is an idea that seeks to address the deficits in a new social, political, economic and foreign relations orientation. Diplomats and ambassadors inspired about the philosophy and expressed their keenness for its implementation. Akil Gabru has a story.
Finfinne-based diplomatic communities were briefed on the philosophical tips of Maddamer or synergy. The idea of Maddamer was briefed to ambassadors of various countries and representatives of international agencies in relation to the social, political and foreign relation aspects. While briefing Maddamer to diplomatic communities, Commissioner of the Federal Investment Commission, Abeba Ababayo, noted that Maddamer is all about exploiting and integrating the already existing practices with the indigenous knowledges to build better tomorrow. The political aspect of Maddamer was briefed by Dr. Gideon Timotheos, who is Deputy Attorney General. Dr. Gideon underlined that Maddamer focuses on democratizing the nation by solving the ever-existing political uncertainties across the country. The economic aspect of Maddamer was briefed by Dr. Namarra Mamo from the Prime Minister Office. Dr. Namarra briefed that Maddamer inculcates homegrown economic reforms to economically transform the nation towards mutually beneficial goal. Ethiopia follows win-win foreign policy relation according to Dr. Lencho Bati from the Prime Minister Office.
Our neighboring countries' foreign policy is all about peaceful coexistence in the region with good public-to-public relation and economic integration.
Some diplomats who attended the briefing of a book entitled Maddamer or Synergy, written by Ethiopian Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, said that ideologies mentioned in the book are so comprehensive that can transform the nation.
I was really actually inspired by the Maddamer.
Prime Minister Office and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs organized the event.
Finfinne City Administration has offered credential certificate of housing map proprietorship for 874 needy residents. Latatarisa has a detail.
Finfinne City Administration is undertaking various activities to solve residential housing problems of its residents. It provides residential housing map for 874 Kolfe Qaranio and Akagi Kaliti subsidies residents who live in state-owned houses for a long time. Provision of the map recognizes their ownership of the house. Built by charity organizations, most of the houses were remained undocumented, neither as public nor individuals. Deputy Mayor of Finfinne City, Engineer Takale Oma, on the event said the city administration will be committed to provide more residential houses for the residents.
When family gets house, it brings joy. We are very happy. We are working to make residents of our city house owners.
Engineer Takale said the residents would have the right to bequeath the house to their children.
Many residents were enrolled to get residential house in different parts of the capital. We've launched the work of building about 600,000 houses. I believe you will be owners of the houses.
The residents awarded Takale Oma.
Director General of the Ethiopia's National Intelligence and Security Service, Commissioner Demalash Gebra Mikael, met with Chief of Italy's External Intelligence and Security Agency, Luciano Carta. The discussion mainly focused on fostering cooperation between the two agencies, as well as on the current peace and security situations in the Horn of African countries, said National Intelligence and Security Service in a statement. They also exchanged view on ways of exchanging information and conducting joint operations against Al-Shabaab and IS, a terrorist group, human trafficking, cross-border crimes and illicit financial flows in the Horn of Africa. Luciano Carta on the occasion agreed to provide technical support and training to National Intelligence and Security Service to build its capacity of collecting intelligences and countering hate speech and incitement on social media. The two sides decided to form a technical committee for the implementation of the agreement. That's all we have for now. Many thanks for joining us.